Hello, happy Monday. Tip of the day, our compressed air engine here. Brand new dart block, brand new Lanati crank, counterweights in the center. We talked about counterweights and how important it is to make everything internal. And I'm just going on for a few little seconds just to give you a tip of the day. These are racing cam bearings, further dart block, the World Products block. Do not use the standard cam bearing. You need to use a racing bearing for this block. So there's the bearing. This is a set of cam bearings. Do not use a set of just regular big block Chevy cam bearings. This is a race block, so that's the first tip of the day. And the next tip of the day is put a light little chamfer. When they're bored, there'll be little burrs in there. Pretty cold in here, and there'll be little slags from when they drill the hole. So all we want to do, I don't have all my hands with me. There's my other hand, and we want to just take a light chamfering bit, and we want to just sit there and lightly chamfer that little hole that's been drilled, and go ahead and take and deburr the edges of it. Once they're installed, you're not gonna get a chance to do that. This is a race motor. It's a quality bearing. You can even see the inside of the bearing. It doesn't look like a regular bearing. It's a one-piece bearing. And go ahead and chamfer those little spots, deburr them. It takes you 5 minutes, and that's how long it takes to do something nice. Here's the block once again. It's a dart block. We'll start doing more videos on this first compressed air motor. I may even come on later on and do some more of the mock-up. We're doing it's completely all brand new, custom proprietary cam that we had ground for us by Bullet. Need a Bullet cam? Give them a call or give us a call. All right, and look at this bad dog. Since we're doing tip of the day, and you know me, I may just stay here and do a tip of the day for a while. See what I did right here? That's a little help to install the cam. I can actually grab the cam from that stud. So when I'm putting the cam in the block, look at that. Look at that. See that? One-handed. And I can actually, when I'm putting the cam in, I don't have to let it beat all the bearings on the way in. So add a long stud to the end of the camshaft, just like I did there, and make your own installation tool. They sell a tool. I'll put a link at the bottom. You know I won't because I never do, but I do have intentions of ever doing it one day or something like that. Anyway, any hoot, don't pollute. I may come back on a little later on if you want to see some of this Jezel belt drive system. It's a brand new, look at there. All right, so this is what it's going to be across in the front. There's all kinds of tips that I could give you on this. Hey, Superman, thanks for being on here. Just the tip of the day is supposed to be for 5 minutes, but I'm just giving a lot of tips that I think are important. One is the cam bearings and removing the burrs, a little tool to putting the cam in, a piece of all thread on this Jezel belt drive system. Big tip of the day that y'all might not know. On any of these front seals, GMLS is the first one that started doing this. I remember really strongly. This front seal, if you look at it, see if you see what's different about that seal. It's not like a normal seal, and I have a video on seals, so it's not a normal seal like a soft neoprene seal with lips on it. It's actually a Teflon seal. Tip of the day, don't touch it. There you got it. Don't touch the seal with your hand. Don't touch it with anything. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Did I mention don't touch it? Don't put any hole on it. Does that make any sense to you? Put it on dry. When have you ever heard that? That's why we're in training all the time. On my button, we're always in training because some of the older guys that have been doing this forever, not having any problems, start getting to some new stuff, and we start using the same mentality from back in the day, which I would never put on a seal dry. So this is one of those tips that you may have never heard before, but you're going to start coming across Teflon seals. The LS loves them. The LT1 Chevy was the first one that I remember that was actually a production motor. They're all going to that. It's going to a dry seal. So now you want to see it again, don't you? You want to go like, show me the seal again. So there it is. Hopefully I'm doing justice to the seal. You don't want to touch it with anything besides the hub that's going to go on it will be the only thing that will be touching it. And look at this lower crank gear. So that will be going on it right there. Like I said, if y'all want to see a Jezel belt drive system, I may just, we're going to be mocking it up right now. I may come back later on and just y'all can sit there and watch me do the, I'm mocking it up so that I can do my cam timing, get it all set. We can put a piston and a rod in it. Good looking piston, the rod, you might want to see that. We're putting the cylinder head on it. Well, wait till I open up the rocker setup. I can go all day. And all these are all brand new components. So we need to mock everything up, check everything, and see if we have to do any more machining. Alrighty then. There you go, Jessica. Get out there and do something, Jessica. You got that little motor there. Tell me what the end gap is on the rings. Also, start doing some cam timing. It's probably not something that maybe most people want to do, cam timing. Like the virtual class, that's the way I learned too. I'm with you on the learning. I'm a hands-on person, and that's a better way of learning. So maybe you're raining where you're at right now and you're learning, but you can start getting into, and you would already be more advanced than most people if you're going to get into cam timing. My advice I tell everybody is the more you know about cam timing, you don't know shit about cam timing. I didn't really care about using that word because we're not monetized anyway, so I don't know. Alrighty then. So just to get out there and do something, and by cam timing, all that I meant is you can actually make a degree wheel like the one that I made. You don't have to go out and buy anything. You got a home, you got a printer. I drew one. And here's the example that I'm going to use on cam timing. This is the one that Faye's using. It's one that I made for a British car. It's made out of paper. I had shop mom just get me a degree wheel and go on the printer and make it the size that I wanted. She printed it out. I took a pen actually and started highlighting the numbers so that I could read them better. I took tape, clear tape, and I put tape all over it so that I can get hands on it and not doing it, and stuck it to a harmonic balancer. There's your degree wheel. It's a degree wheel. That's all it is. So print you up one, just go online, draw one. Like I said, I've done worse than that one. And that one was actually pretty sophisticated. It's just little lines, and you're just going to get started in cam timing. The neat thing about it is make your little degree wheel. You don't have to purchase anything. A protractor. I've done this before as a kid. Put two protractors together. There's your degree wheel. All right, get your degree wheel, put it on, and then you're going to need an indicator. And I can even show you, I don't know if you have indicators. If you really want to do this, I'll help you tell you what kind of indicators to go. I love my eBay. There's all kinds of different indicators that you can use. A simple magnetic based indicator, which is somebody has it and didn't put it back in the thing. I'm gonna look for that, dude. Where is it? Where is it? Anyway, if you need to look at one, it's not at Faye's area. It's somebody's area. I'm gonna find it now. Got me all riled up now looking for my indicator. Anyway, it's a little magnetic based indicator that is easily adjusted. It has a knob, you tighten it. I could give you the link to it. You can buy a little inexpensive one. Anything is gonna read in thousands. You could use a digital caliper for what you're doing right now. But if it's raining and you wanna just start seeing it, start mapping out the valve in relation to the piston. So first of all, you're gonna make yourself a little degree wheel, you're gonna put it on, and you're gonna find top dead center. We'll go all through all that if you wanna do that. That's just giving you something to do, and I thought about that. Man, you could be, start mapping a cam. You may be the world's guru on camshafts. We need gurus, so alrighty then. There we go. I think it's time for me to get back to work. Shotwan has not come out yet and has said anything, but it is time. I just came on right now. A tip of the day was on cam bearings. You're going to put in your set of cam bearings in a motor, deburr them before you do it. All right, just do something interesting. Yeah, I mean, just figure out, you're not going to, what are you going to do? You're going to find out the relationship with the intake valve and exhaust valve. Start off with the intake valve. The little Briggs & Stratton is a perfect little motor to where in relationship does that valve open to the piston. Remember, you're working with a 4-stroke engine, so you have the piston going to come up twice. One's going to be the compression stroke, and then one's going to be the exhaust stroke. One time as it's coming up, the exhaust valve is going to be opening, pushing everything out. One time as it's coming up, it's going to be building up pressure. Good afternoon, David. So that's going to be your 4 strokes. So start off basically, you know, it starts off at piston the top to the center, and right as it piston starts going down, that's when your intake valve opens. So you want to know in a relationship, when is the intake valve open? Tell me when the intake valve opens in relationship. Is it open top to the center? Does it open a few degrees before top to the center? Does it open a few degrees after top to the center? Why would that be important? Just going to just throw some stuff out there just to give you something to start thinking about. If we hold the, hey Danny, if we hold the intake valve closed a little longer and the piston starts moving down, we're going to create vacuum. We're going to create tons of vacuum. So when the intake valve opens, we actually now have suction on the intake side. That's how the fuel gets in anyway. Hey, Charles. This is just an improv, just a quick little 5-minute video. How's that? So that's going to start getting the suction into the intake valve. You don't want to hold it closed too long, because think about this. You could create so much vacuum in the intake port that you could actually suck oil through your rings. We don't want to do that, and we don't want to cause horsepower loss. But on a naturally aspirated engine, it's real crucial when that valve opens. All the power is right there. All the power is open. I like to actually open my intake valve a few degrees before top dead center. It all matters on how fast the engine is turning, because we have to start talking valve timing. And man, that's a whole other thing. But just find out, just out of interest, when does the intake valve open as in relation to the piston being at top dead center? So even if you don't know how to degree, right now is the time you start throwing it on there and start figuring it out yourself before you read anything or I tell you anything, because you're going to find top dead center. You're going to find something. You don't need a degree wheel to find top dead center. Man, I could just go on just helping you get a top dead center. Maybe I'll come back on later. You can use a piston stop. All right, I'm going for it. Here's a degree wheel. I got tons of degree wheels. All it is a round disc with numbers going under 360 degrees. I mean, it's nothing complicated. That's why I said you can make it yourself. Here's a piston stop that I bought. You don't have to buy one. Here's a piston stop that I made. For years, I have all these made tools that, there's a box of nothing but made tools you see there. So you're gonna use a piston stop. Wow, let's go. All right, I'm gonna give you just a 3-second little course on finding top dead center so you can set your degree wheel. After that, you're on your own for a little bit. All right, piston, stop. Stop it on top of the block. You see what I did? I put it on top of the block. You're gonna put this on your Briggs & Stratton. Get you a piece of metal, drill some holes in it, get you whatever you want. It does not matter. And you're gonna put something in the center of it. A bolt, you see how I put some tape on it? It's gonna be something that's gonna come underneath. It could be a piece of metal with a hump in the bottom of it, a nut taped to it. It doesn't matter. Why doesn't it matter? Because all we're doing, I'm looking for a block that I can put it on. We're putting it on, oh, the orientation messed up on the phone. All right, so we're putting it on the top of the block. So when you turn the crankshaft over and bring the piston all the way up, guess what? It cannot go all the way up. Why? Because you got a piston stop. Goofy, come on. We got a piston stop. So we're just gonna stop the crank from turning all the way up to the top. When you get to your wheel, see all my tape I got on there? I'm not good with numbers, but I'm good with tape. I'm a good taper. So I'm gonna take a piece of tape and I'm gonna cut a little triangle wedge on it. And wherever it stops, I don't care when I put the degree wheel on there. I just put it on there. It doesn't matter squat. Put it on there anywhere you want. Tighten it up. Put a piece of wire, a coat hanger, and reach over there and aim that coat hanger onto the piston stop. And you're going, well, you're getting me confused? I hope I'm not. See all these coat hanger wires? What I do is take this and put it onto the engine to where, and I grind the little tip to a little point. See that? I don't know, I'm looking at. And you see that right there? So it doesn't matter where that little wire goes, and it doesn't matter where it matches on the wheel right now. Why doesn't it matter right now? Because we're trying to find top dead center, and wherever you put it, it's not gonna be top dead center, so it doesn't matter. But you're gonna put it on. It can be a wheel with no numbers on it at all. Let's take that. a wheel with no numbers, a white sheet of piece of paper that's cut round that you put on the flywheel. You put a coat hanger aiming at it. Okay. You turn the piston stop till it goes up to top dead center. It can't get up to top dead center, so it's gonna stop. Where it stops, put you a mark on the sheet of paper. Go the opposite way, all the way around till it stops once again. Put a mark on the sheet of paper. Divide those two marks, that's top dead center. Done, done. You don't have a tool, you don't have nothing but a sheet of paper. You remove the piston stop, you have two marks on your wheel. It can be here, and it can be, you see that? It can be here, and it can be here, right? The middle of these two, it's top dead center. So now I can count all my little degree lines. Also, I can take a sheet of paper, and I can lay a sheet of paper around the outside of this, mark my lines, bend the sheet of paper in half, unbend it, and right in the middle is top dead center. Now you found top dead center. You already had your wire mounted, so wherever the two numbers are, doesn't matter, they're numbers, they're just numbers in your head, right? You're gonna divide it in half, take the piston stop off, move it to exactly in half. Now you can loosen your degree wheel and put 0 aiming at your wire, or wherever it stops, move your wire over to 0. One of the two. Now you found perfect top dead center and we can start playing around. Now it's when we need to put a dial indicator on the intake valve. There's all different things. Right now you're at home, you put a leaf on there and see when the leaf moves. As soon as the leaf moves, as you're turning it, look at the degree wheel, that's when your intake valve is starting to open. You got it now? A little bit of a, I'm sorry, but actually I'm not. If this helps Jessica just a little bit at home right now, you may take it the rest of the afternoon just playing with cardboard, making your own wheels and stuff. Go for it. All right, Charles, yep, I hope this was actually just a 5-minute little tip of the day. All it was a tip of the day. It doesn't hurt to get my minutes up on YouTube. All right, definitely helping. Cool. Jessica, you know, rock it out. You can do this. I know you got it. You got the right mentality. You do it. Hey, it's fun anyway. Like I said, get the kids on there, start cutting circles. Get all the kids to start cutting some circles out, start doing some lines and make it a project of a drawing project, and you're actually making a degree wheel. You can take that degree wheel and put it on a piece of cardboard, put it on a piece of paper, construction paper. It's all good. All right, I'm gonna get back to work. This was just the tip of the day. I may come back on later and do some degreeing. I may help you. Jessica, if you're gonna be around, I don't know if I may. I'm going to, when I get this thing set up, I'm gonna degree this cam on cam. This afternoon, we're having a class. Damn it. We can all do all kinds of stuff for anybody else that doesn't really mean anything, or you can do something for people that mean something. So that's it. We just made a deal. All right, I don't know if you're gonna be around or not, but we're gonna degree a cam this afternoon. Tell me if you're available this afternoon. If it sounds good to you, I'll do it. I'm gonna keep working on this. We'll set up and I'll walk you through degreeing a cam right here. Maybe go get your stuff, start cutting some degree hill stuff, and we can degree a cam together. You do the degreeing over there, we'll do some degreeing over here. Guess what? We'll be degreeing. All right, we'll see y'all in a little bit. Hey, Danny, can't wait. I'm gonna come back on a little bit and we're gonna degree live. I don't care. I think you pretty much understand that you're not here to look at me, and you're here just to learn something, have some fun, whatever, but I don't mind. I make mistakes. A camera doesn't make me nervous. Yeah, like Shop Mom says, I think you're getting a little addicted there. I just love sharing. Y'all make it fun. Y'all make it fun, and it's not like I'm here by myself. All righty. Tell me if the music is on too loud or something, or whatever. I will see you in a little while. Jessica, start making some degree wheels. I want to see 3 of them. Have the kids all make one. Thank you, Danny. I actually feed off of y'all. It's different. Here I go again. When I start looking at the camera, I'm actually talking to somebody. I don't feel that this is all la la land. I actually feel that I have a connection with y'all. So that's why I'm just going. If you were here hanging out with me, this is how I would be to my friends. So I consider y'all my friends. All right. I'm gonna keep it going. I'm gonna get set up, and I will come back on to do some degreeing. So, all right, we'll see y'all in a little bit, all right? Let me see if I remember how to turn this off.